Tanvi. She does like to play at quite a fast pace herself, so she looks a bit rushed at the moment. There's an early fist pump there for Pooja, but I don't blame her. 4-all. It's a nice kill. This is her home club for Pooja, and you know, she obviously feels comfortable on these courts, and a lot of the time when you're playing on fast courts, it's what you don't do that actually matters. So it's not a good idea to start playing with lobs and soft drops all the time. Kills are going to serve you much better. Boasts are going to serve you much better on these courts here. Play with aggression and cut, but you also run the risk of tiring yourself out pretty early. That is a really aggressive backhand there. Good retrieval as well. Pretty fast reactions. Best rally so far, this. Easily the best. And a fast boast. She's up for this. Pooja is up for this. I like that. She's taking her time now. She's not rushing. She's a bit in control, so she can take her time. Nice. That's a good length, that, in reply from Tanvi. And again, she's just looking to slowly walk back, control things. There we go, a little wipe of the hand. Not sure that's allowed these days with PSA rules, but we'll forgive her that one. Even the serve, just trying to slow her down a little bit. There's that forehand. I really like the forehand she's got there, Tanvi. Good hold, really clean early preparation on her forehand, and just had plenty of options there. So Pooja just can't really leave the ball loose there on the forehand, or put it through volleying height. That's another good boast though. This is a proper contest here. You get the impression that the first game is going to be critical, especially to Pooja, who needs that confidence. Go, just making her wait. Oh, it's a shame. Pooja was onto that really, really quick, and then actually cost her the quality of the shot there. So despite a really fast start there by Pooja, really high quality start, it's Tanvi that's leading 9-7 as we get towards the business end of this game, this first game. I think at this stage, that initial sort of start has worn off, and Pooja needs to start playing with a better length and started to get her opponent pinned behind her. And at the moment, it's not. It's Tanvi that's taking control. And that's a nice shot. She's done well there, Tanvi. She's done very well there, because that was a fast start by her opponent, who came out all guns blazing, a couple of fist bumps, and really high energy. But she's managed to slow it down, take control of that game, and she's 1-love up. Just staying on court there to slot a few drop shots. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Just saw a little advert there from HCL. HCL have got really involved in Indian squash over the past few years, and they're running a podium program, they call it, where they're bringing in coaches and they're sponsoring major PSA tournaments and just doing a fantastic job of really supporting the national squash team and all the junior setup. And it's really positive to have such a major company doing a lot of work like that. So long may it continue. Okay, players are back on court, and Tanvi's going to continue with her methodical approach to this match, which served her well in the second half of that first game. And I feel like Pooja has got to bring something new to the table here. So she's lost a bit of that initial energy that she came onto the match with. It's really tough to sustain that, and she's got to play with a higher level of quality at the back of the court. That was a bit loose and overhit, that one, and it got punished. Tanvi a bit of hold, severity. So Pooja there just showing she can pull away as well. Loose shot there from Tanvi, but it kind of highlights the fact that we haven't seen many loose shots, really. There's that forehand again from Tanvi. I mean, it's not an easy position where she played that from a return of serve deep in the court. She made it look quite easy with a hold and a quick boast around the corner. The thing to that is she had so many other options. That's an interesting one. If you've been watching the black ball PSA event, then you really wouldn't have a clue if that's going to be given as a let stroke or no let. I think that's probably a stroke in black ball, but we played a let on this one. Both players just a bit deeper in the court at the moment. Certainly a bit more of a rallying phase here. Big effort, I feel, from Pooja required at this stage. And a big sustained effort, that's the thing, because Tanvi has got into her rhythm, got into her groove, her accuracy at the back. That's not so accurate, however. In the middle of well, it was almost in the floor, that one. Probably the worst shot she's played. So 3-all. It's better work here by Pooja, but a good length there. Actually a nice interception on the volley. What I like about that, the ball came at her quickly and she actually took the pace off. You know, and that's one of the things that people kind of quite often get wrong, is they take the ball early and then they try to hit it hard as well. And she took the ball early and softly deflected it into the back of the court, running away. That is a great drop shot there by Pooja. Well, she's staying in it. It's 4-all. Bit of a loose serve, to be honest. But good aggression here, and that's what she does need to play at this intensity and drag Tanvi out of her comfort zone. That's it, so she's got her 2-point lead. Can she keep pressing? Can she keep pressing with quality? She needs to press with quality here as well. That's nice. Probably a mistake to cross-court drop from Tanvi there from the front. Just opened up the court. Good, get on that one early, Pooja. She's actually playing a fair bit more cross-court here. And that's probably a wise move, to be honest, given she didn't like the let situation. And it just makes it possible to maybe not be quite so accurate and still get the ball past her opponent, especially on these fast courts where she's not worried about the volley from Tanvi at the moment. That looks like a stroke to me. It's the wrong shot there, playing it back to herself. We'll see what happens, but it's only given us a let. I'm not sure about this one. I'm feeling the pain of Lee Drew and Joe Barrington. Well, got it back to 6-7 here. I think it's a bit of a careless error, really, that from Pooja. Bit of a careless error, considering all the work she'd put in. And that there's back to 7-all. It seems to have gone very, very quickly. And you can sort of see her shoulders slumping a little bit with that. She was full of motivation, pumping her fists. Needs to get that energy back. This is a good effort here. Just clipped her with the racket there. Expect that will be a let. Can't quite work out what's going on there. Just changing the side, maybe. 7-all. Better length that from Pooja, but it's consistently good lengths from Tanvi, and that's the difference, is that consistency. And there, for one of the first times really, Tanvi's looked to hunt down that volley. I think it's probably a bit of a case of the ball dying off a little bit, and actually her slower balls into the back there, encouraging Pooja to hit with pace, hit out from the back of the court. And again, when it's got to the end of the game, the business end of the game, it's Tanvi that's taking this by the scruff of the neck, really. That's good, accurate hitting. So second game to Tanvi, she's 2-love up. And I think she's done well there again, but she could probably improve her. Well, it was the midpoint of the game, but maybe the start of the game. I think she needs to come out with a bit more pace if she's going to really sort of be destructive in this next game, but you could argue that she doesn't need to be. Okay, so 2-love to Tanvi, but definitely Pooja is not out of it, and she's acquitted herself very well so far. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, back on court for game number 3. Nice to see Tanvi actually come back on court early and leave the court after her opponent, just hitting a few extra balls. Some players like to do that and some players don't, and I generally did. Just made me feel a bit more confident in my hitting. And actually that is a faster start with a bit more aggression was what we were after actually from Tanvi. If she can mix that quality with aggression, she's onto a pretty winning formula, I'd say, here. Over there, that was a bit rushed. Caught the top of the tin. It's quite interesting having the coaching marks on the side of the wall there for the service, and actually if you notice Tanvi's serve, she's very consistently hitting those, or if Pooja doesn't volley it, she would hit them. Obviously these are majority of the time used for coaching, but this is they run plenty of events here. I was in fact there with the England junior team for the World Junior Championships in 2018, which was an amazing event. It's another great lob. She's just taken the pace off really well into the back corners. You know, we discussed that deflected volley before, but she keeps doing it, Tanvi, and she keeps lifting. The serves have been just that sort of teasing type of pace where you're encouraging your opponent to attack, but they're too good to really have position to do it. I like her holds, which are sort of slowing Pooja down. And as we said at the start, Pooja is a good mover. She's a great mover, especially for her age. Amazing, fantastic mover. But you know, if you can break that with hold and variations of pace, that's a lovely shot there from Tanvi. That's more really what I expected at the start of the match. That was a hold and change of direction on her volley. Very clever shot that. She made it look very simple. Now she's really in control. I do think that fast start helped her at the start of this game, and also, just the fact that Pooja will be a bit tired now. She's, the difference in age is 8 years, and that's quite a jump from 16 to 24. Well, I do think that was tactically a good thing to come out that first few rallies and set off quite quickly from Tanvi. She's really taken control of this. This is pretty much lights out, I'm afraid, for Pooja here. Can't see much coming back from here, but you never know. 10-2 match ball. Again, hits that service perfectly and finishes off with one of her main weapons, the forehand volley drop. Well played, you two. That was a great game. I think Pooja really gave a good showing of herself, good account of herself, especially in those first two games. And I think the scoreline 11-7, 11-7 doesn't really reflect how threatening she was early doors. She had leads in both of those, but then ultimately faded away at the end of both of those games as Tanvi, her more accurate hitting, probably tactically slightly better, and then just cut down the error rate at the front of the court, and she took hold of both those games. So 3-love to Tanvi. In 20 minutes, she moves on to the next round. Okay, we'll be back soon with the next match.